Oh my God. Just the energy, it's just infectious. I love Iron Maiden. Hey everybody, welcome back to Quality Reactions. And if you're new here, we're gonna listen to some music and we're gonna discuss the quality art. Today, we're listening to Iron Maiden and their song, Rime of the Ancient Mariner. This has been a long time coming, guys, because this was a highly recommended song, and you guys know that I've been loving Iron Maiden, so I can't wait to listen to more from them. I looked up that the song is based on a poem by the English poet Samuel Taylor Coleridge, written in 1797, published in 1798 in the first edition of Lyrical Ballads, and it's often considered a signal shift to modern poetry and the beginning of British Romantic literature. Very cool. Cannot wait to hear what's in store. It sounds like it's going to be a good story, guys. Just a friendly reminder to like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's do this.
So I'll introduce this song the same way that I did in a slightly lighter, more vulgar tone that I did at Long Beach Arena 1984. This is what not to do if your bird shits on you. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner!
Okay, oh, I didn't mean to stop it before they went into the guitar solos. Is that an insane amount of drums? Like, I'm not a drum expert, but that seems like a lot of drums. Like, more than you normally see for someone playing drums on the stage. Let me know what's up with that. Anyway, I'm gonna go back straight up with the guitar solos because I'm loving it. I love it. It's just like, they have all the good mix of things that I love. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Okay, hold on. I love Iron Maiden. It's not just a song, it's a freaking journey. I love the story aspect, not just like lyrically and with Bruce's performance, because obviously what a freaking powerhouse storyteller. It's so much fun. And his energy is just like freaking palpable. The whole band, the whole musical journey of it's like there's everything supporting the story, which I love. I love it. I love it so much. Also, his outfit, incredible. I love that he changed like right before he came on stage to perform it. And I thought it was so funny when he said, "This is what not to do if a bird shits on you," because I haven't read the poem. I'm going to link it below for anyone that wants to read it, and I am going to read it later. But I did kind of like peruse the lyrics just to make sure that I had an idea of what was going on. It's a long song. And okay, so this ancient mariner is on a ship. So is what it seems. And he's telling this tale. Driven south to the land of the snow and ice, to a place where nobody's been, through the snow fog flies on the albatross, hailed in God's name, hoping good luck it brings. And the ship sails on back to the north through the fog and ice, and the albatross follows on. The mariner kills the bird of good omen. Ruh-roh. His shipmates cry against what he's done, but when the fog clears, they justify him and make themselves a part of the crime. So he kills this bird, this albatross, that is a good omen. And his shipmates are like, no, bad idea, dude. But then the fog clears and they're like, you know what? It's fine. You did what you had to do. And now they're complicit in the crime. It's like, sailing on and on and north across the sea, sailing on and north till all is calm. Okay. I love it. I love a good story. You guys know that. They're like just so good at what they do. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to mention too about the drummers' feet. I've never seen them flash to barefoot before, so that's interesting. Is that like a thing drummers do? I don't know. Let me know, or if this is unique. Anyway, okay, I'm loving it. I'm just gonna go back.
The albatross begins with its vengeance. A terrible curse at first has begun. The shipmates play, but luck on the mariner. Around his neck, that dead man is hung, and the curse goes up and up and up at sea. And the curse goes on and up and live in me. Day after day, we're stuck under no motion. This night is a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water everywhere, all the birds can shrink. Water everywhere, there ain't a drop to drink. There goes the mariner, there comes the ship on the line. How can she sail with the wind in her sails and no tide? See, onward she comes, onward she is, out of sight. See, she has no crew, she has no life. Wait for this town. Death and shit, life and death, faithful their dice crew. She wins the mariner, and he belongs to her now. Then, who won by one? It's a thousand, 200 men. She like the dead. She lets him live. Her chosen one.
Okay, wait, I gotta stop it. It's so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. Again, it's just the energy. It's just infectious. Okay. The albatross begins with its vengeance. A terrible curse of thirst has begun. His shipmates blame bad luck on the mariner. About his neck, the dead bird is hung. So they're like, all our bad luck is your fault. And now we're hanging this dead bird around you to remind you that this is what you did and this is what you brought upon us. And the curse goes on and on at sea. And the thirst goes on and on for them and me. Day after day after day, we stuck no breath nor motion. As idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. So I guess part of the curse is that they're stuck at sea and they can't move anywhere. They look like they're a ship in a painting. They're just like stuck on the sea, and they're thirsty. There's nothing to drink on board, but they're surrounded by this water that they can't drink. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love that. I love that. Water, water everywhere. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. There calls the mariner. There comes a ship over the line, but how can she sail with no wind in her sails and no tide? See, onward she comes, onward she nears out of the sun. See, she has no crew, she has no life. Wait, but there's two. So out of nowhere comes this ship that's sailing somehow with like no wind and no tide, apparently. There's like no waves, there's no movement. How is this ship moving? It's magic. And then they see two on board, Death and she, life and death. They throw their dice for the crew. She wins the mariner, and he belongs to her now. Then the crew, one by one, they drop down dead. 200 men. She, life and death. She lets them live, her chosen one. Okay, so on the board of this magic ship is death and life. I'm supposing life wins the mariner because they throw the dice, so it's like a toss-up. She wins the mariner, but death gets the crew. So there's 200 other dudes on board. 200 other crew members on board, and they're all going down because of this curse that he brought upon them. She lets him live, her chosen one. So everyone else that he's cursed, he's now screwed them over, and they're gone, and she's gonna let him live. That would weigh on you. I guess you're learning this is a very tough lesson to learn. But what a story they're weaving. It's like the lyrics are so obviously drawn from a poem, but it's a long poem. So if you haven't read it or even looked at it, it's very long. So to take it and make it so concise and be delivering it in this manner is so cool. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just gonna go back and we'll keep going.
By the star-duggered moon, too quick for groan or sigh, each turned his face with a ghastly pang and cursed me with his eye. 4 times 50 living men, and I heard no sigh nor groan. With heavy thump, a lifeless lump, they dropped down one by one.
okay, something's gonna happen. It's gonna shift again. I can feel it. But that was so cool. First of all, before I forget, I love the like little bass solo that happened before the entire shift of the music. And then the gong, like that was out of nowhere. At least I think that's what it's called. That was so cool. I love that they are putting things in like that. And then a totally different mood shift. They have like the fog machine, the music slowed down. It seems like they're manipulating the sound of the strings, like the guitars at the very end. You know, for that like kind of creepy feel. They've got like the one, I think it was the drummer had like the little bell. There's like a creaking, groaning sound of a ship. I don't know if that's like a backing track or whatever, but wow, I love that they're using all of these tools to paint this story. They're really like bringing you into the atmosphere of the song. Again, it's not just a freaking song. This is a journey. That is so cool. I was so entranced by that whole thing. And nothing, it was just musically that and atmospheric. It was incredible. I love that. I also love the voiceover. That felt very like cinematic. Almost kind of reminded me of like from The Grinch, you know. I think it's Sir Anthony Hopkins who does the voiceover of the don't quote me on that. I feel like it is, but maybe I'm wrong. But he does the voiceover for the Grinch movie. But yeah, oh my God, I love that. Where was it? Okay. One after one by the star-dogged moon, too quick for groan or sigh, each turned his face with a ghastly pang and cursed me with his eye. 4 times 50 living men, and I heard nor sigh nor groan, with heavy thump, a lifeless lump, they dropped down one by one. That was so fun. They just have this really cool ability to play with everything, and it's different, and it's, you know, interesting, and art. It's art. That's why I'm so enthralled. Oh, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I'll keep this to the end. I'll go back so we don't miss this.
To break, the albatross falls from his neck, sinks down like lead into the sea. Then round and falls comes the
my God. What? That was one of the most fun performances I've watched. That was so thrilling, and it really kept my attention. Oh my gosh, I loved the tonal shifts to be in line with the story. I loved the vocal shifts. I loved the musical shifts. Everything about it was freaking. First of all, that would be amazing to watch live, but I bet it feels even better to perform it because it wasn't just Bruce being super into it, right? It was everybody. And I'm sorry that I don't know everybody's names. There's not enough room up here to remember everything about every band that I'm watching, even though I really want to learn all their names because they are incredible. I just like each person in the band is performing and involved in the telling of the story with their own instrument and their own way, like 150%. It makes it like you can't look away. Like, just their energy together as a band is insane. Okay. I could go on and on and on. Okay. The curse that lives on in their eyes. This tonal shift was so cool, by the way. It was so like uplifting, almost like cinematic, like the tonal shift in the music. The curse that lives on in their eyes, and the mariner he wished he'd die along with the sea creatures, but they lived on, so did he. And by the light of the moon he prays for their beauty, not doom. With heart he blesses them, God's creatures, all of them too. Then the spell starts to break. The albatross falls from his neck, sinks down like lead into the sea. Then down it falls, comes the rain. And then he did the laugh. It was really fun. Hear the groans of the long dead seamen. See them stir and they start to rise. Bodies lifted by good spirits. And none of them speak and they're lifeless in their eyes. And revenge is still sought. Penance starts again. Cast into a trance and the nightmare carries on. Now the curse is finally lifted and the mariner sights his home. Spirits go from the long dead bodies, from their own light, and the mariner's left alone. And then a boat came sailing towards him. It was a joy he could not believe. The pilot's boat, his son, and the hermit, penance of life will fall onto him. And the ship it sinks like lead into the sea, and the hermit shrives the mariner of his sins. The mariner's bound to tell his story, to tell his tale wherever he goes, to teach God's words by his own example, that we must love all things that God made. And the wedding guests a sad and wiser man, and the tale goes on and on and on. I love that. First of all, the story is it's such a fun, like, obviously it's from the poem, and it's talking about like learning to respect nature and appreciating all of God's creatures and what the consequences that can come with that. And they did such a phenomenal job converting that long poem into this really cool performance journey. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I'm sure there's things that I missed. Oh, the one thing I wanted to say was I love also audience participation, but I love how much the crowd loves the song. Not one person in that audience was not so excited that this song was on, and like everybody knew all the words, and it's like everybody knew it was coming when things were gonna happen. They had the lighters, the like slow part when it got really like dark and like sad and cinematic, and then everybody was rocking at the end when they knew things were gonna turn around. And yeah, I just, wow. Must have been so fun constructing this song musically, lyrically, how when we're gonna perform things. It's like a freaking theater show. Oh my God, I loved it. Guys, thank you for this suggestion. I could literally go on and on and on and on, but this video is a million years long, so I apologize. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you like this reaction, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you know when more is coming your way. And as per usual, I will link my Twitch in the info section below if you want to come over there and hang out with me when I'm live. But that's it for today's video. I hope you were able to make it to the end. I hope you had a great day or are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.